Hey there guys, this is Jordan in the Know here, and I wanted to make this quick video tutorial about installing the Play Store on the new 2022 Fire 7 tablet. I did an unboxing a few days ago, and as I was starting to break in the device and really start to use it, I realized that a lot of apps that I like to use are not available on the Amazon App Store. My number one thing that I was looking for is a Game Boy emulator called My Boy. Basically, any device that I review, I make it mandatory to do a GBA run-through of a Pokemon game. So to do that, I need a Game Boy emulator, which is not anywhere on the Amazon App Store, which is like really annoying, by the way. So that's how we even got to this video and why I'm even showing this to you. Also, if you get a Fire 7 tablet, there is really no reason you shouldn't be doing this anyway, just because having full access to the Play Store is gonna make your experience with this tablet so much better. I don't think there's a single negative thing to doing this as far as I'm concerned, so I think it's just necessary for every Fire 7 tablet owner. With that said, let's just get right into it so I can show you guys how to do this. I tried this on my 2019 Fire 7, and it's literally a 4-step process that doesn't require jailbreaking or using a computer or any like weird tricks. You can do this right from the device, and the first thing you're going to have to do is go into settings, go to security, select apps from unknown sources, select the Silk browser and hit enable. This will allow us to install the APK files from the Silk browser, which is exactly what we're trying to do here. Next, you can go to the website in the description. This is the written tutorial by How To Geek on how to install the Play Store if you want to follow along there. I'm just making a video version for those who out there who are more comfortable having it shown over video, but overall, huge shout out and huge props to the team at How To Geek for putting this together for us. Without them putting this together, this video would not exist, so please give them the credit that they deserve here. On this page, we can scroll right to the download section, and here we have to download a total of 4 files. We can go right down the list, and the only important thing, which I'll tell you later, is how we install them or the order that we install them in, which again, I'm going to show you in a second here. We can start with downloading the Google Account Manager, then the Google Service Framework. Just make sure that you're picking the latest version for the Fire 7 tablet, then the Google Play services, and finally the actual Play Store itself. And once installed, that's literally the hardest part out of the way here. We're basically almost done at this point. All we have to do is install the files we just downloaded in a specific order, like I said earlier. To do this, we'll go into the file manager, and you can immediately see those 4 files we just downloaded. Switch to the list view so that we can actually see the full file name so we know what they are. And from here, you have to install these starting in a specific order with android.gsf.login. Then after that's installed, we're going to install android.gsf. After that is android.gms, and finally android.vending. I don't know why they have to be done in this specific order. I have it listed on the screen just so that you guys can clearly see the order, and just make sure it's done that way. I promise it'll be easier for you this way. Once you install those 4 applications, do not open anything. Immediately restart your Fire 7 tablet and wait for it to boot up. Once it does, hopefully, you should recognize a familiar face, which is the Play Store. From here, all you have to do is log into your Google account, and you are free to install anything you want. This one workaround here makes this tablet way more usable and brings out the full potential out of this cheap little tablet, which I think every Fire 7 owner or even every Amazon tablet owner should be taking advantage of this. This was something that I felt was mandatory to do if I was going to use this device for the next few weeks as I prepare for my full review. So if you're interested in seeing this full review, feel free to subscribe and stick around for when that video comes out. If you turn on that bell notification, you'll be the first to know. Either way, guys, with that said, I am getting out of here, so thank you so much for watching. This has been Jordan in the Know, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.